Yeah, what's up? Your Russian cousin is here. And today I'm going to be talking about a topic that I'm seeing everywhere, in every public, every forum, every discussion. There is almost every day there is somebody who is asking what to do with AA, how to overcome AA. It's like this AA is everywhere. I mean, for the ones who don't know what's AA, is approach anxiety when you're like scared to go and talk to a girl on the street and how to overcome it. It really seems that there is like a massive pandemic going on of dudes that are afraid of talking to girls and how to overcome it. And actually, it's super simple to overcome it. I'm gonna share with you today how to do it, how to deal with it. So, if you, for the last couple of months, you've been not really social, you spend at home only working and playing video games, or just working and doing shit, probably you're going to be super scared of talking to some other person. You go outside, it's like, oh wow, people, everybody seems so into each other, everybody seems so fun, seems so talkative, and you feel like for you it's even hard to put two words together. So then you see a girl, you feel like you want to talk to her, but then you still feel like, oh, you feel some kind of resistance inside of you, and then you go there and still you feel like, nah, and last moment you just walk away. And you're like, fuck, this fucking AA. Then you try again, and then you fail, and then maybe you do some approach, and then it goes terrible. And then you're like, fuck, AA, then you go back home, next day you might go out again, and you do exactly the same shit. And some people do it for months and still have AA. And I need to tell you that's not a good way how to go through it. If you have this massive AA, you haven't talked to anybody for quite some time, what you need to do is, you need to go out, go to a place with a high volume. If you live in a major city, there is for sure a place like that, like Main Street. I mean, train station also not a good place, but it depends per city, because in some cities train stations are actually pretty good. Supermarket, also I would not say not the best place, but if there's nothing else and you work on your AA, you can do even that. Mall. I mean, probably if you live in a major city, like the malls are full with other guys who do it. So actually, you might, if you are afraid to talk to girls, you might talk to other guys who are also running around and talking to girls and who also have AA. So then basically you can talk to each other, encourage each other to overcome AA and kind of push each other to do the approaches. But how to overcome it? To overcome your AA, what you need to do? So you go to this place with high volume and you see this girl. I mean, preferably hot girl. If you're scared of hot girls, just a girl of right age range. You see her and you go talk to her, like no excuses. You can say like, okay, I'm going to be talking to this first girl I'm gonna meet. I'm going to be talking to her no matter what. You talk to her. Probably it's gonna go like shit. But then, you already talked to the first girl you saw. And suddenly, it's like way easier to be talking to other ones. So if you're gonna be like talking to literally every girl you're gonna see, the moment you leave your house, you're gonna be talking to every girl you're gonna see. Guess what? You're gonna be feeling like way more into it. This AA, it will be like almost non-existent. It's like, because it almost like becomes like part of who you are. Because yeah, you're the guy who games, you're the guy who approaches. Because if you go to your house, you don't approach for like the first 2 hours or 3 hours, and then you will try something. Of course, you're gonna be super in your head, and it will go terrible. But if you're gonna start be doing this like from right away, the moment you get out of your house, you start approach. Then it's easy like. And especially when you do it like for multiple days, there will be no AA anymore. Then you can actually be doing the proper game. Because actually that's what I'm describing you. This is like basically how to actually overcome AA. But that's not the right type of game that you want to actually get to the results you want to get. and how to get those results I'm going to be talking later videos. Good luck.